hair look so messy? I literally only took a little walk. It's not even that windy. What has happened? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. So as you will have seen by the title, I'm going to be doing my current everyday makeup routine. I definitely don't wear makeup every day, but when I want to feel a little bit more put together, this is what I do. And I'm really excited about this. Oh my god, what just happened to my voice? I'm really excited about this video today because I feel like I've never really mastered the, like, I guess clean girl aesthetic, I don't know, but like the minimal makeup look, I've never really mastered it. I always felt like I needed like a ton of coverage, and right now I really don't feel like I do. I don't use any concealer or any foundation in this makeup routine, so yeah, it's very exciting and it just makes me feel a little bit more put together. But anyway, I feel like I've rambled enough on this intro, so let's just get into it. So I need my little hair clips. I really want to get the little, like, the hair clips that don't mess your hair up, I guess. What are they called? Every beauty guru on YouTube has them, and I can't think what they're called. But yeah, I just never ever think to buy them when I'm like shopping online, and I never see them in shops. I look, this is a look. Anyway, so as I said, I did go for a little walk and it is boiling outside, so my skin is a little bit oily again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly cleanse and, well, yeah, cleanse. What is wrong? I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. You're just going to have to bear with me. So for starters, I'm just going to go in with my Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I also haven't done any skincare yet today because I wanted to kind of show you guys what I was using. So just take a little bit of this on a cleansing pad. I actually can't speak. I usually use the reusable cleansing pads. However, at the minute, they're all in the, well, they're not even in my washing machine. They're in the wash because I'm lazy. Actually, no, that's a bit of a lie. I basically, over the weekend, I've been very busy. So I literally haven't had time to do a wash load. And yesterday when I'm filming this video was Father's Day. So I really did not have time to do washing yesterday. So yeah, I'm just using the disposable ones for now. So after the micellar cleansing water, I just go in with the La Roche-Posay Micro Exfoliant Anti-Blackheads. What are these called again? Toner? That's what I'm going to call it anyway. And again, obviously, I'm just going to take that on a cotton pad. This just really helps with my oils. And obviously, it has like blemish fighting properties in it as well. So it's just really nice for me at the minute. And I feel like my skin at the minute, I mean, to be fair, my skin in summer is always pretty decent. The sun kind of really helps to dry any blemishes I have up and just kind of get rid of them quicker, I guess. I do have like a little bit of like scarring on my face, but other than that, I don't really have any active blemishes. I have like one here. Other than that, we're doing good, so love that. But that is kind of why I wanted to get a routine down that didn't need any foundation or concealer, because I don't feel like I need it. Like, honestly, I could go out like this. I have my lashes done at the minute, and honestly, once you have your lashes done, you feel like a whole new person. Like, I feel put together when I have my lashes done. It's honestly both a blessing and a curse, because now when I don't have my lashes on, I feel like my eyes are bold. So great, love that for me. My throat is going through it. What is wrong with me? Then I go in with this at the minute. So this is just an eye cream. It's the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to Brighten and Depuff. I basically got this in a little set for Christmas, but it's like a little sample size. But because it's eye cream, it actually lasts us a fairly long time. So I've just been trying this one out. I have been enjoying it, to be fair. It's definitely got like, I don't know whether you guys will be able to see, but it kind of looks like it has a little bit of a sheen to it. Like, it's not glittery, but it looks kind of sheeny shiny. I had my nails done as well, so doing my eye cream has been like a little bit of a struggle with my lashes as well. So you're gonna have to bear with me when I pull all the crazy faces that I need to pull to get to my under eye area. Oh shoot. I wanted to get just a tiny bit more. I took a whole, oh wow, this is, okay. We're gonna have one of them days, it seems. I guess I'm just gonna wipe the rest of that product off of my hands. But I do feel like that makes a difference, the eye cream. I just feel like my eyes do look more awake. I've never really heard, let's start that sentence again. I've never really heard of the brand Origins before, but I'm enjoying using it. So I've done my eye cream. I usually put my SPF on first, and I've clearly just, I'm not with it today. So I just used the Simple Radiance Booster SPF 30. It's just like an oil. It's in my project pan, so I'm just kind of trying to use it up. You only need to take 3 drops of this, it says. I usually take about 4 or 5, but because it's very hot today and I have an oily skin type, I have taken 3 or 4 then, I can't even remember. And that usually does my whole face on my neck, but also because I'm trying to use it up. So I am so sorry if you're watching this video. I completely cannot remember who gave me this tip, so I'm very sorry if you're watching this video, but someone gave me a tip on my latest project pan video, which if you're interested in that, I'll leave it in the eye for you. But yeah, they gave me a tip to use it on my body as well. So I kind of just put some on my face, use whatever's left over on my arms, and then kind of go in with a little bit more just to make sure like I definitely have SPF on my body too. But I do also feel like where this is an oil, it is so moisturizing, which I feel like helps with today's look. So I guess this is your daily reminder, guys, to make sure you've got SPF on. So yeah, usually I would put my SPF on first. It's the first step in my skincare routine, but I don't know what's up with me today. And then the last product in my skincare routine is the La Roche-Posay. It's a corrective unclogging care thing. It's for blemishes basically, which is why I brought it, because my skin was going through a moment and I got like a little trio set and this came in it. I am literally down to the very end of this. I have to pretty much squeeze the whole tube down to get a little bit of product out. But the packaging, like the plastic casing on that, is actually quite sturdy. Like it's quite hard plastic. So it's actually kind of hard to get any product out. Make sure you don't forget to moisturize your neck as well. It's just as important as your face. So now that that is all blended in, I'm pretty much just going to go wash my hands, let this sit on my skin for a minute or 2, and then I'll carry on with the rest of my makeup routine. So now that my skincare has all soaked in and is doing its magic, I'm now going to go in with primer. And honestly, primer kind of depends on how I'm feeling on the day, but today I kind of want my skin to be really nice, glowy, looking very, very healthy. So I'm going to go in with the Nip and Fab Unicorn Essence, mostly because I'm trying to use this up because I have had it for a long time. It probably shouldn't be in my collection, to be honest. I'm not sure if you can still get this. I hope that you can, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I just kind of want to use it up like I said. But this is just a very glowy primer, and yeah, I'm just gonna pop this all over my face. So I usually just take 1 pipette. I don't know whether you need more or less, but I usually just use 1 pipette, and it has like tiny little shimmer particles in it, but you can't really see them at the minute with this makeup routine. I have either been using this primer or the e.l.f. Blemish Fighting Putty Primer. The e.l.f. one I use when I'm feeling like a little bit more oily. Like honestly, today I should probably use it because it is quite a warm day, but I'm just in the mood to have a nice glowy base. Like you can kind of see my skin is like glowing, which is nice. I like, although I have oily skin, I've now kind of come to the realization that like when I look glowy, I don't always look oily, because I feel like that's kind of the mindset I get into sometimes. Like when I have a little bit of glow on my face, I'm like, oh, I'm oily. So I'm fed up with my face just looking 2D. So I'm embracing my oily skin type and I'm enjoying the glow that I have. So yeah, so there we go. Primer's all done. Sorry if the camera angle has changed a little bit. I had a problem with my memory card and it didn't record the last bit. So basically I've just done one brow. You probably can't really tell, it's not finished yet. I was part way through doing it. So basically what I do with my brows is I usually take this XX Revolution brow gel because it's in my project pan. This is what I use because I'm trying to use it up, obviously. But it is a little bit too dark for my brows, so it doesn't look too natural. So what I am going to do today is take the e.l.f. Wow Brow, and it just kind of has like little fibres in it to make your brows look a little bit more fluffy, and yeah, just make them look a little bit more put together. And that's kind of all I want to do with my brows. I do kind of want to get into the routine of like maybe sticking them down with like a brow soap or the brow gels in the pot that you can get, like the ABH Brow Freeze is the one I usually use. So I kind of want to see how that goes when I do that, but I don't usually do that because I don't want it to look stupid. So yeah, this is what I do for the time being. And basically all I do is I take the brow product and I literally just run it through my brows. I'm not trying to create the perfect shape with my brows. I just want to neaten them up ever so slightly. So I just want them to look natural, as if kind of like nothing's in my brows if you was to take a quick glance, because this is supposed to be more of a natural looking makeup look. And yeah, like I said, I'm not too precise with them. If I make a little bit of a mess with them, I basically just take a little bit of micellar water on a Q-tip or an earboard or whatever you call them, and I just clean them up a little bit. So yeah, nothing too crazy with brows. So there are my brows done. You probably can't even really tell too much of a difference, but for me they just look a little bit more put together. And now is the fun bit where we get onto like the actual makeup side of things. So for my base, I guess you could say, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love this stuff. I currently have the shade 1 Fair, but I feel like I could probably do with going a shade or two up, just because this is a little bit pinky on me at the minute, because I have like a little bit of like a tan. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but I do have a little bit of a tan. I get away with it. I guess my skin is more pinky when I'm tanned. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like I could do with getting more of a yellowy toned Flawless filter. But this is the only kind of coverage product we're going to use, and this is more so something you use under foundation, like it's supposed to be used under foundation. But I obviously know that a lot of people do actually use this as foundation, which was where I kind of got the idea to try it. And that was why I kind of shown you guys my skincare, because I felt like it was important, because skincare is so important anyway. I mean, I don't know whether I already said this, but if you take care of your skin before you put makeup on, your makeup is just going to apply so much better on top. But because obviously I have no kind of coverage product on, like this gives me a tiny bit of coverage, but you'll see like it is minute, like it's barely noticeable. It just kind of adds like a glow to your skin. I feel like that's why it was so important to kind of show you guys the skin prep that went in before, because it is so important to look after your skin anyway. But if you look after your skin, your makeup honestly will just look so much better. And for like makeup like this where you're not gonna have like any coverage, I feel like it's even more important to look after your skin. And I'm just blending this in with a Real Techniques sculpting brush. It's just a very dense brush. I just feel like it blends the product out very easily. And I do kind of not take it on my neck, but just any product that's kind of left on the brush from doing this section of my face, I just kind of blend it down a little bit just so that it doesn't like cut off. Do you know what I mean? This is what my skin looks like now. So it's just super glowy. It looks very healthy, but it doesn't really look like I have anything on my skin. And I just feel like it looks very pretty. But just to add like a little bit of dimension to my skin, I go in with a cream bronzer, and the one that I've been using kind of non-stop, which is really annoying because they don't sell this anymore, is the Benefit Hoola Quickie Contour Stick. I love this stuff. I'm actually gutted that it's been discontinued because I actually love it. And I've only just recently kind of got into cream contour, so it's kind of sad that this is like my go-to product. And I just take a little bit on the brush. I always put it on the brush first. I guess I saw this on TikTok and it just stayed with me ever since. And then I kind of go a little bit higher than where I would contour. I never contour, but yeah, I go a little bit higher just because once you blend it out, it kind of gets dragged down a little bit anyway. And this will just kind of warm up my face a bit. And I always work in like small patting motions rather than like brushing it out, because I don't want streaks on my face. I just kind of want it to look like I have a bronzed complexion. And I feel like cream bronzer for me, because I am so pale, it always looks very harsh at first, but once I have like blusher on and stuff, everything just kind of all comes together. So for my skin tone, it's kind of like a trust the process situation. I feel like it looks a lot harsher on camera, but in real life it doesn't even look that harsh. It kind of looks like I just have like a subtle tan, which is kind of the vibe that I'm going for. And then I do take a fair amount and put it around my forehead, because when I do get tanned, this is kind of where I catch the sun the most. Oh my god, the only problem with having your hair like loose like this is that it just gets in the way. And then just with whatever product is left on the brush, I just take a little bit on my chin and then just kind of go underneath my jawline a bit. Try and disguise my double chin, but I don't think anything could really help that. You kind of see what I mean? Like, it just looks like I have like a subtle tan. And then I am gonna contour my nose a little bit, but it's more so just so that the center of my face doesn't look bare. I just kind of take like this Real Techniques domed shadow brush. It's just kind of like a dense brush. I feel like it's really good for nose contour with creams, because it's basically just like a really small dense brush, so it's perfect for it. And I do take that all the way up to my brow bone too, just so it looks more natural. So that's it for bronzer, and already I just feel like I look just, I don't know, just more put together, I guess. So now I'm gonna go in with blush, and the blush that I use is the Milk Makeup. This is actually a lip and cheek cream stick, and I'm pretty sure this is just a small sample size, but I'm kind of glad that I have the small sample size, because this is gonna last me forever, because I use quite a lot of this and I have barely even made a dent on it. So I just take a Real Techniques Expert Face brush. As you can see, I kind of really like Real Techniques brushes. They're super affordable but really good, and I basically take it straight onto my brush, and I'm very generous with it. And I go straight on my face, well, my cheeks, I guess. And the reason I'm so generous with blush is because I feel like it wears off very quickly throughout the day. Like, blush just doesn't seem to last that long, so I would sooner go in with it kind of heavy-handed at first and then just kind of let it dull down throughout the day. And then I do take a little bit on my forehead too, not as much as what I take on my cheeks, but just so it has a little bit of colour. And now for my favourite part, I just take a little bit and just pop it just not at the end of my nose, like here, the very bottom of the bridge of my nose, I guess it's called. And then just to kind of blend everything back in, I'm going to go in with the brush that I use for my cream bronzer. Just go underneath where my blush is, just to make sure you can still kind of see a little bit of bronzer. And then just because I took it a little bit too harsh under my eyes, I do just take the brush that I used to blend out my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless filter, and I just kind of pat over it with whatever's left on the brush. Just kind of diffuse it out a little bit. And then also just in the centre here, just because I feel like I brought the blush just a little bit too far in. It won't completely get rid of it, but it will just dull it down a little bit. I just love how this looks. I can't even stress it enough. So now for something I never thought I'd be saying. I'm gonna go in with what is technically a jelly highlighter, but I guess like a cream highlighting product, but it is a jelly. So this is the e.l.f. jelly highlighter. I have the shade Bubbly, and I do not take a lot of this at all, because as you can see, my skin is very glowy, but I do love a good highlighter, and I have been enjoying using this. So I basically just take a tiny little bit on my finger, and then I basically just put it where you would usually put a highlighter. You just kind of see like it just gives a glow, but it looks like it's actually coming from my skin rather than a powder highlighter. It just looks so pretty. So the next step for me, because I still do have oily skin, so I want this to last as long as possible, and obviously it is a lot of cream and a lot of dewy kind of products, so I do need to go in with a setting powder. And the setting powder I have been absolutely loving is the e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder. When I first got this, in the packaging, it looks like it's going to be like proper shimmery. Like I thought it was going to be like a highlighter on my face. But it's actually more matte than I thought it was going to be. But it doesn't completely matte down your face. It sets your face, but it leaves it with still a bit of a glow, which is literally the vibe that I'm going for. So I just take not a lot of this powder. Like, obviously, if you have dry skin and you don't really set your face, you could completely skip this step. But I obviously have oily skin, so I do need to set my face, but I do use a lot less powder because I'm not too bothered about it, because the way this makeup wears down, it looks really nice anyway. So yeah, but I do just like to set it so it lasts a little bit longer. Okay, and this is my skin after powder. So as you can see, still a really nice glow going on. And just to kind of make my skin look a little less powdery, like I don't feel like my skin looks powdery at all, but just because, you know, it helps with longevity and it can bring back a little bit of dew in my skin, I'm going to go in with the BH Paradise Set Hydrating Setting Spray. I love this stuff. It smells like coconuts, reminds me of being on holiday. Now, don't laugh at me, because I have my lashes done and I want them to last as long as possible. I imagine this kind of has some kind of oil in it. So what I do is I just take this card thing. It's like a glossy box thing. And I kind of cover my eyelashes as I do this, so don't laugh at me. I could keep spraying that stuff all day long. It smells so nice. So now for the very final step, I choose whatever lip product I want to use. Usually it's like a lip balm. So this is the Revolution and Soph lip balm. It has like a tint of colour to it. I'm not sure what shade this one is. I don't think it says on here. But yeah, I really like this because, like I said, it has like a little bit of a tint. If I don't go in with this, I literally go in with like a Carmex lip balm. So yeah, just something really cute and hydrating, really. Just makes my lips look nice and juicy. It's kind of all I'm going for. I don't go in with the lip liner either because this does have a matching lip liner. I don't want my lips to be defined. I just want them to look, I don't know, moisturised, juicy. And that is it, guys. That is literally the finished makeup look. So I'm just very quickly going to go off camera, brush through my lashes, sort my hair out because this is not going to look pretty when I take this down. And then I'll be back to give you close-ups of the finished look. I did what I could to my hair. It doesn't look great, but it's fine. But this is the finished look. So easy. It's mostly skincare based. There's no foundation, no concealer. So it's super easy to do. Not time consuming at all. Obviously, because I've been filming this video today and I'm in quite a chatty mood, it's taken me a little while to get ready, but usually I can do this in about 15 to 20 minutes. That's just because I like to take my time with my makeup. I very enjoy sitting and doing my makeup. It's kind of like me time, it's relaxing time. I really enjoy just taking my time when I'm doing my makeup, but yeah, I could probably do this in 10 minutes if I needed to. So yeah, this is the finished look. It just looks, I don't know, like I'm put together. Like I feel like if you walked past me, you maybe wouldn't realise I had makeup on unless like you're into makeup, I guess. But yeah, I really like how it looks. I feel so just pretty in this makeup. And like, as you can see, I still have pimples and stuff. You can still see them, but they're just covered a tiny bit. Like, I just love how this looks, honestly. And you can adapt it to any way you want. If you want a little bit of foundation, you could mix the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in with your foundation, and that could look really nice. Or you could add moisturizer to your foundation to make it a little more sheer, or just use a concealer all over your face. Sometimes I do that as well. But yeah, I just like how this looks, and I'm going to be doing this pretty much every day in summer when I need a little bit of makeup on, because I don't really wear makeup that often in summer. No, I do not like having makeup on in summer. But I just wanted to show you guys what I was wearing because I think it is so cute. I can't get over it. So you'll have to let me know in the comments what you think of this makeup. I really love it, and yeah, let me know if you guys do too. But that is everything I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, because that really does help me out. If you want to see more from me, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss when I post new videos every Monday and Saturday, and I sprinkle in a few surprise videos here and there. But like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me until the end, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!